Hello, it's Devin from Fab Mind Body Soul, and I want to talk to you today about hormone health because it's been something that I've been having some struggles with for the past decade or so. So I want to share what I found out in hopes that it will help someone else. Before I go any further, here's a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. The information shared is from personal life experiences, and it's not intended to assess, treat, or diagnose any medical conditions. So please seek assistance from a certified medical professional if you have concerns about your health. And don't wait too late to do it. Don't let someone have to force you to go and do something for yourself. Yeah, that took a minute. I know. But we're casual here. So quick Q&A. So I want to find out if anyone's had the same issues that I've had and if any of these things have happened to you. Have you ever slept all night, yet you woke up and you were still tired and fatigued, like you hadn't been asleep at all? Have you suddenly had trouble focusing when you never had before? I mean, all of a sudden, you're confused. You can't put things together. I think that's a serotonin uptake thing, but we'll get to that. Have you ever been agitated or frustrated for no real reason? Now, no one did anything to you. You were just pissed. You were just mad. You were just angry. You couldn't blame anyone for anything. You were just upset and you didn't know why. You suffer from stubborn weight gain, that belly fat that shows up seemingly overnight. I mean, it's like you go to bed with a flat tummy and you wake up in the morning and boom, there's tummy. That won't go away. No crunches, no push ups, no sit ups. It just won't go away. Do you ever feel sad, melancholy, depressed, but you don't know why? I mean, you've never really been depressed before. You're usually a happy go lucky person. Well, at least you're okay and not pissed off every day. That was me. I woke up, I was sad. I'm pissed. I'm melancholy. I'm not happy. I cried a lot and I didn't know why. No one did anything. People would ask me what was wrong and I couldn't tell them because I didn't know. I was just angry to be angry and I was sad to be sad, but I didn't know why. A hormonal imbalance can wreak havoc in your life and we don't really see it coming because sometimes it's a sudden onset and other times it's gradual, like little things. That if you're like me, you tend to push aside. You're busy. There's too much going on in life. There are kids, there are schools, there are plays, there are sports events, and there are things that you need to do. So you keep pushing and you go on and you put your health last. At least that's what I did. So I hope you're not doing that. And did you know the body had over 50 different types of hormones? I didn't have a clue. I had two kids, still didn't know that. I had no idea there were that many. I know there were a few. There were testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. Wasn't really sure what all of them did, but I knew what some of them did. So, what exactly are hormones? So, I found out some things. I want to share it. If it helps even one person, then I'm good. I just don't want anyone else to go through what I went through for as long as I went through it with no answers. So, in short, hormones act as messengers to use your bloodstream to send and carry information throughout your body and its critical components. They control everything from mood to metabolism and a whole lot of things in between. Too much or too little production of a hormone can result in sickness, cause you to get sick, and cause potentially serious health concerns, all because your hormones are not balanced. So, real quick, I was in my 30s when suddenly stuff just went really bad. Ever since I was a teen, I was active, track and field, basketball. I just had a good time. I never had any issues. I could always focus. Things were good, just like things are always good when you're young, right? But that was my life until my 30s. And then all of a sudden, things were just different. I could say one day I noticed something was different, but in all honesty, I mean, things were different for way before I was willing to accept it or admit it. I'd be moody, mad, and it wasn't your typical PMS. It was, it was deeper than that. It was worse than that. And I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I started having migraines, which I never had migraines before. I began having migraines frequently, a few times a week. And they were debilitating. I would spend days in the dark in the closet because of these migraines. They just showed up. I'd go to work. I had trouble completing even the simplest of things. I was just so confused. So I would shuffle papers all day long just to make it through the end of the day. Then I could get in the car and cry and go on about my business and come home and try and pull things together before someone asked what was wrong. Sometimes I'd be so frustrated that I just wanted to give up. I was just tired because I didn't know what it was. I couldn't really tell a doctor exactly what it was because I didn't know. I had bits and pieces of things wrong with me, but I had to keep going. Life wouldn't stop and wait for me to get myself together or for whatever it was to resolve itself. So I couldn't even go to the doctor because I was going to say, I woke up pissed. Needed more than that. And then when I did go to the doctor after a couple of things were wrong, they tried some things. Okay, why don't we try this? Maybe this will work. You take this pill for your migraines. Well, the pill for the migraines made me sleepy, so couldn't take those while I was at work. So I tried vitamins, one a day, those giant horse pills. I tried to break them in half. I ate more fruits, more vegetables. I read up, I tried to sleep more because I was told, okay, if you get 12 hours sleep, then, that takes care of your moodiness and your depression. Well, that didn't work. So eventually, I had enough information and I said, okay, here's what's happening. I went to the doctor and they were finally able to tell me, okay, this is what's wrong. So this is what you need to do to fix it. So I started taking maca root complex because my hormones were so far out of whack that I couldn't function. No one could help. The vitamins didn't help. The supplements didn't help. I drank tea until I could float away. That didn't help. And this lasted for about a decade. Attitude, headaches, sudden weight gain, all those things that you don't look forward to and you never see them coming. So I finally found someone who could accurately diagnose what was wrong. Turns out I had a hormonal imbalance. And that was causing all these things that I couldn't put my finger on. So I had one that wasn't producing enough and another that was overproducing. It was an overachiever. So I started taking maca root complex. I got from GNC. Maca root complex helped quite a bit, but I still had some unresolved issues. I take it daily. It's good. Gives me lots of energy, helps with my digestion. It's really good. It's a root from Peru, if you want to look it up. Peruvian women have been using it for years. They've been putting it in teas, and it really helps it helps your femininity, helps you feel better. It didn't solve everything though. It took care of a lot of things, but didn't fix everything. So I kept looking, and eventually I stumbled upon a supplement that was created specifically for women over 30 with hormonal imbalances. And this was developed specifically for balancing female hormones. And guys, I'm sorry, I don't recommend that you take this. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. So if you have questions, talk to a real doctor, one with that MD after their names. That's not me. I don't know. So I don't recommend that you take it, but you should go to your doctor. Really, guys, if you're having issues, please go see a doctor. I know fellows don't like to go to the doctor, but go. Get checked out. Because there's somebody that'll miss you if something happens to you. I'm right. So this over 30 hormone solution helped. I took it as directed, and gradually I started to feel like me again. So I was becoming abnormally normal. And that works for me. No more angry mornings. No more feeling bloated. It even helped me drop a few pounds around my midsection. I exercised, but it helped. And the stubborn body fat wasn't so stubborn anymore. So I don't make recommendations. I just put together reviews of something that I've tried myself in hopes that it would help someone else. So if you have hormonal imbalances, first talk to your doctor. Go take the information that you have, tell them what's wrong, tell them how you're feeling, explain everything. I mean, even if the consistency of your poop has changed, tell them that the consistency of your poop has changed because hormonal imbalances can cause all sorts of issues that you don't see coming. Don't hold anything back because even if you don't want to go for yourself, do it for those who will miss you if you're no longer here. I'm Devin. And Fab, mind, body, soul. Thanks for listening. And take care of yourself because all of you matters. Ciao.